Be incredibly deluded in who you want to be in this world. I woke up this morning with this fire that I had it hidden in me when I was a kid, when I was young. Everything I touched turned to gold. I was completely unstoppable. I naturally just had this unbelievable amount of self-belief. I couldn't ever fail in any situation, and it was very rare that things didn't go my way. One of the best things that ever happened to me was when things started to go the opposite way. And I won't go into too much detail why, but the best thing was it slowed me down. I was out of control. I was chaotic. I lived in Ibiza. I lived in Ayia Napa, places like that for 5 or 6 years, and I was just in the craziest life. It came to a halt, and I got humbled, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I never would be where I am now with the peace of mind if it wasn't for them times. It's a great combination to have back, to be grounded, to be at peace mentally, and to not need to escape, but this confident, charismatic charisma to come flying back to me. It's like an old part of me has come into my body. It's been something that I've been working on for a long time to get back, because every hero has a journey. Every man has a story. A true man that wants to be able to be greatness in this world will have to go through a stage where he loses everything. Every single part of his identity that his confidence was built on will be taken away. And as men, I don't think we understand how much of a privilege it actually is to lose everything, to not be able to afford food, to have your heart broken, to be crying, to be a mess. Because that is your life being tidied up. That is your life getting to a level that you needed it to get to, but you just didn't know how to do it. Because having God in your life is the most beautiful experience. And I have a very open relationship with God when it comes to expressing my emotions. I express when I'm frustrated. I express when I'm angry. I expect to be heard. I want to be seen, and I want my life to unfold at an incredible pace. But I know that isn't good for me, and I know that on God's will, it will unfold at the time that it's ready, because otherwise it destroys us. And I went down a path of destruction. So much drink, so much of the other stuff that comes with it. Women, money, cars, watches, clothes. It was completely out of control. I had so much childhood trauma from going through stuff when I was a kid. Can't say it on here, it probably suppressed the video or whatever. Can't suppress it past the 19 views that these get, but these are the best 19 views in the world. So being able to turn and face, they call it facing the shadow, is unbelievable. Having this humble confidence, having this aura in myself where I'm so sure in who I am as a human being. I set out to be the best coach in the world, and I'm already proving that to an incredible level, despite friends being taken too soon, family members passing away, so many horrible circumstances, but the ability to still be able to get up, and no matter what happens in life, be able to really start to make sure that every single day by day, brick by brick, I take care of the stuff that I need to take care of and the goal that I'm working towards. You need to have this ability to be on your own. I've spent the last 2 or 3 years alone, every single night, going to bed alone, waking up alone, in my thoughts alone, because this is how you truly become someone that does not need anything from the world. You see, most of our goals are built on childhood trauma. Most of our goals are built on, if we want a massive following, you want validation because you never got it as a kid. You want to be seen because you never got it as a kid. And it's not until you can completely break yourself into a place where you no longer need anything from the world, because you are so grounded in who you are as a human being. And this is something that I have recently come to terms with. To be able to be calm, to be able to feel that I am in a beautiful place mentally, to feel at peace, to feel calm. Someone that used to suffer with so much anxiety, depression, constantly being in survival mode, running at 100 miles an hour, because that is where I felt safe. I felt safe in chaos, which is why relationships go down that path of being in chaos. Your goals are chaotic. It wasn't until I was able to face everything and take a step back did I actually go, what I wanted to achieve is actually my worst nightmare. What I wanted to live my life on a day-to-day basis that I was creating out of this survival mode is absolute chaos. It's actually my worst nightmare. So if you're broken down now, you need to just trust the process that you are meant to be there. But it's how you rebuild yourself from here. It's the choices that you make that are going to be able to respect that future version of you. Every single time that I've gone through struggle, which I am so blessed for because it gives me the wisdom to be able to help other men that go through the same problems in life feel unstoppable, feel grounded, feel at peace, be present in moments, not need technology to give us this hit and make us feel like we're actually doing something in this world, because it is all waffle. To be able to be someone that can get to that stage is every single day that you are struggling, you have to respect that future version of you. So that is not missing gym sessions. That is sitting in silence. That is not distracting and numbing yourself with technology. That is not turning to, last or old negative relationships that pull you back into that place. You see, because I spent most of my life having to feel this need to prove myself to the world due to the upbringing and the life that I had, being bullied at junior school because I wasn't tall enough. Ridiculous. I didn't get asked to be the height that I was. So then all of a sudden I'm craving being seen and fitted in, and then you become someone you're not, and the next thing you know, you're just in this chaotic life. My mum and dad having armed police turn up at the door, me making ridiculous amounts of money doing stuff that I never should have been doing, being involved with certain situations that I never should have been involved in, because it's just a chaotic person that has just built himself up because that's the armor he feels that he needs to be given out and presenting to the world. But it's complete waffle. Being calm, being grounded, and being so sure in who you are. Real confidence, I believe, cannot come unless you have a full-on breaking point and you spend a couple of years in complete suffering. That is when you know who you are. That is where you know how capable you are of that next stage of your life. I used to compare myself to other people, how they articulated things, how smart they were, how they presented themselves. And I disrespected myself every single time I'd done that, because I was not built that way. I was built the way that I am now. I was built the way that I need to authentically give myself to this world, to have the mindset that I'm the greatest human being to do what I do. I am the best in the world at being me. That is the raw confidence that you want to be able to bring to the table, to not care what anyone else thinks, and to make sure that you, no matter what, can ride your journey in life alone without needing anything from the world. That is the detachment that you want to be in. Not relying on anyone else, not needing to be on this constant stage where people are praising you and giving you so much love and giving you so much validation that you need to be able to move through life and constantly need that. You want to get to a state where you need nothing from no one. Just you, God, get into silence. Hear your own voice. Don't be scared of your own voice. Don't be able to have to run every single day away from that voice in your head. That is pure beautifulness. I can't even put it into words. To not need to have to live with people and have people around you all the time. To be in a state where you are just so at peace. And when bad things happen or you have them bad days, to be able to sit there and feel that. I had a bad day yesterday. I sat in silence and I just let all of that pain, I fasted, I just let all of that pain, all of that emotion just come to me. And I was like, I want to feel every single bit of it. I want to get angry at God. I want to express my emotions. I want to be able to sit there and feel truly what is this pain instead of suppressing it. So I spent 5 hours just sitting there, silence. And it was beautiful. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up today and the fire is back, because I didn't run from the stuff that was bothering me the day before. Whenever that negativity comes in, I want to sit there, I want to feel it, I want to have every single negative voice come into my brain that's trying to put me down, because I know that you cannot win. Because I cannot be beaten, I will not be beaten. And I have learned that through all of the hardship and the hard times that life has presented me. Because I dealt with that. Which means now that anything that comes my way is nothing. I have nothing to fear, because everything I once feared has happened. So if this is you right now, never give up on yourself. Day by day, brick by brick. Just keep going. But I promise you, do not rely on anyone else apart from yourself, because you are the only person that is with you from the start of your life to the end of your life, every single second of every single day. So don't outsource your answer. Become the answer yourself. Big love.